Hey, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 episode. Who even knows? I've lost track at this point. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video description. I guess you guys can look at the video description because that way you know exactly what episode this is. But I'm sorry I haven't posted a video in a long time. I guess really not that long, but it's been about a week or so. And I was just on Christmas or holiday break or whatever you want to call it, and just didn't really have time to. And I didn't have my desktop computer with me at my house. But now that I'm back at my apartment and at college again, we are rocking and rolling. Got a pretty hard schedule, but I'm going to try to post new content for you guys as much as I can. And as you can tell from this video, we're doing something a little bit different. Man, I can't even speak proper English right now. I'm just like stuttering over my own words. But we're actually doing a time lapse. Now, I've done time lapses before with Minecraft and different things of that nature, but I've never actually done a time lapse, gosh, if I can actually get the words out of my mouth, of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And so someone actually suggested in the comments that I go around and place some, I guess, shrubs and trees and different scenery objects to try to make the park look a little bit better. And as you can tell, I think that I did a pretty piss poor job with the first section here, which is why at the end of the video I actually go back and redo Native American Express, which is the ride that I was working on right there. And I try to add some fences and different things, and as you can tell, the park just had tons of puke and just I would never go to this park in real life if I had this much puke laying on the ground. If the mechanics and I guess it's not really the mechanics' fault, but if the janitors don't want to clean up the puke, just fire them, get new ones. Alright, cool. See ya. We want to be in the Kia, right? Nah. But, actually the first thing I did, which I didn't even mention at the start of the video, was I actually went and switched all the block brakes to regular brakes, I believe, because the block brakes actually stop the coaster right when the car hits it. I didn't know that at first, so went back and redid that, and now I'm just adding in lamps and different things and doing different stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys had a really good Christmas break. I really enjoyed it. I got a new MacBook computer, so I've been coding and learning a lot of Xcode, which is actually pretty difficult, and I'm trying to make my own iPhone app, which is going to be sweet, but I had a wall with that, so trying to learn some new stuff. I've actually been watching like Stanford and Harvard just class lectures and stuff to try to learn how to code more in Xcode, which is the program that you use to code an app. Well, I guess you can use other programs as well, but you code in Objective-C or Swift. Those are the two languages, and it's difficult. Like, I can do a lot of the things, but I just gotta spend some more time on it and learn. It's a lot of work. But I mean, other than that, it was a great break. You know, having a month off from school, that really helps. I think that you just get your mind back in order and ready to go, you know, suffer through a whole another semester of school. But I guess it won't be too terribly bad. Anyways, as you can see now, I'm kind of just finishing up the last little touches here on the Native American Adventure, I believe is what I called it. And it looks, I mean, decent, but it really doesn't look that great. So what I did was I actually came over here to my test track ride, which is pretty much a copy off of, I guess, a couple different places, Kings Island and a few other places they have. I think they have it in 3 different parks, but I did it a little bit different. Now, what I actually do like is on Medusa and on Atlantis, which is my like lime green ride, my teal ride, I actually did some kind of, it's not really like a safari theme. It almost like reminds me of Jurassic Park because like the plants just look really I don't know, almost tropical, but I guess on Atlantis the plants are a little bit more tropical, but they just look funny. And I did use a few palm trees scattered around, so that's why I kind of said tropical. But I did some texturing of the ground as well, which you'll see here in a few seconds. And I just tried to add a lot of ground shrubs because I feel like that was what adds some dimension into the bottom. It makes the ride look a little bit better. And oh jeez, I don't even know what else to say. It's different for me because I'm used to actually talking while I'm playing, so I can at least tell you what I'm doing. But going back in and talking over a time lapse it's a little bit different because you're not really doing everything for the first time, so you kind of forget what exactly you did. So it's not like you're talking as you did it. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but. So I actually did add another flower bed here, and I don't know exactly how that looks. Like, it looks alright, but I might need to change it. So anything that you guys do want me to change, I can go in and change. It's just I was trying this out, and if you don't like it at all, well, I do have an old map save of the map prior to all this changes, so we can go back and revert it to it. But I think I like the changes on Atlantis here. This is probably one of my favorite ones, especially on the pond. I think I did a pretty decent job of adding in plants and stuff around that little pond. I think it looks pretty good, like, if you ask me. I did make a little bit of a mistake, as you're going to see here in a few seconds, when I put little ground shrubs around like the little pole. I think I might get rid of those because I really don't like how that turned out. But it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. You can't win all your battles, right? Man, I'm really at a loss what to say. I think I said a lot more. I actually tried to record this multiple times. I think I said a lot more last time. But I guess if this is your first time watching my videos, welcome. I'm going to probably try to make this pretty good. And as you can see by me stuttering, not even know what to say, it probably won't be very good. But if you're new, welcome. Please stay tuned to next videos. If you guys like this stuff, I will do more time lapses. It does take about, I think this is about 2.5 hours worth of work, if not a little bit more, to make one video. And by making one video, I'm just talking about actually recording the footage, and then after that it takes some longer to edit and compile your voice and do different things like that nature. But it takes a bit of time, but I do enjoy doing it because I can listen to music while I'm playing instead of having to talk the whole time. And then when I'm ready to talk, I can just, you know, turn off the music and everything like that. But so it does make it a little bit nicer. Oh, I guess I got a Clash of Clans update. But it does make it a little bit nicer to actually just get in the zone and play Roller Coaster Tycoon and just feel like you're designing roller coasters for some engineering firm. I think that'd be a pretty sweet job, actually, to be able to design roller coasters. I don't think there's a high demand for it because obviously it's entertainment and stuff, but I think it'd be a pretty cool job. Oh, and now, as you can see over here now, I'm just trying to, I actually installed new mods, I guess, into the game. And I wasn't really happy with, like I said earlier, how this ride turned out, so I wanted to see if I could add some custom scenery mods. So I added in some rocks and some trees and stuff, and so the rocks don't really look the greatest, but they do look okay. And I think the end result is a lot better than what you're seeing here, but I still think that I probably could have done a little bit better of a job on adding the rocks and different things, but it doesn't actually turn out too terribly bad. I might go back in and add some rocks like in the middle of the ride and other different sections than what I'm doing right here. I might also add a different rock scenery set, but I feel like this one's not too terribly bad. And once I add some different trees, because I actually added in a tree set as well. And I cannot remember the name of the mods I used right off the bat, but if you go look in the description, if you want to find those, they will be in there. I think I used ShyGuy's rocks, and then I actually installed ShyGuy's planners as well, which is how you make custom paths and different things like that. So I might go in and try to make my paths look a little bit nicer. But I do feel like when I added in this trees, I think the texture is a lot nicer, so it makes the rides look a little bit better. And the trees are also a little bit bigger, so I guess my biggest concern was that some of the trees would be overlapping the ride, so as you go on the ride, you're going to hit your face on a branch, clothesline you. But I guess that's what you have your janitors for, to go and trim the trees on the rides, right? While you're riding. That'd be something. So I definitely think that once I added in all the new types of trees, it did turn out a little bit better. And I hope you guys agree with that, because if not, I'll just go back and redo it and tear the whole thing down and try it again. But I don't think it looks too terribly bad. And then after I finished that, I realized I hadn't have a lot of like flat rides and stuff, because I have a ton of roller coasters, but I don't have any like flat rides, which would be like a Ferris wheel or Roundup or Twister or Octopus, anything like that nature. So I started adding in those, because generally I think it's like 3 or 4 to 1. I can't remember the exact number that it is, but for every roller coaster you have, you're supposed to have 3 or 4 flat rides. So I just kind of went back and started adding in flat rides like the Ferris wheel, which is actually pretty big. And then I don't know if you guys remember this one, but it's where like the carts just flings you around. I actually went on one of these in the park one time where they literally let it go for 10 minutes because there was no one in line, so the operators just let us go for 10 minutes. I felt like I was going to puke afterwards because I was just so dizzy. But this pretty much brings us to the end of the video because we're coming up on that 10-minute mark. So I'm just going to add some finishing touches here with some different trees and stuff, and yeah. So if you like this video, if you want to see more of this style, make sure you give it a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, tweet us, Instagram, I guess, Facebook, whatever you think is necessary. Just spread the word because I want to get this channel big. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, everyone.